Hey everyone, Lyra here. I wanted to answer Nikki's question because she had a really good one. And she was asking, why is it that there are people that see tarot, astrology, spells, anything that has to do with the spiritual world as something that is demonic or evil? And this has a lot of layers, so I wanted to really give this question the best answer that I could. So, the first layer is going to be fear of what people don't understand. A lot of people are raised from a young age in a specific religious structure, and they are taught that anything outside of that structure is automatically evil, demonic, unsafe, or, something that cannot be touched. It's forbidden. So when they see things like tarot, astrology, divination, intuition, spell work, they aren't always responding to what it actually is. They are responding to what they were taught to fear. And when a belief is repeated enough times, especially in childhood, it becomes a core truth for that person. So if they've never studied tarot, never learned astrology, never understood what spiritual practitioners actually do, then they may still be operating from that framework that says that none of it is right in the first place, that they learned as a child, because that's the only framework they have to operate from. The second layer is control. Spiritual tools can give people direct access to their own intuition, their own inner knowing, their own questions, and historically, systems of religious authority have not always liked that. Because when people can seek religious truth for themselves, they are much harder to control. Tarot, astrology, spell work, energy work, prayer, ritual, and meditation. At their core, these are all ways that humans have tried to find meaning, guidance, transformation, and connecting with the unseen. But when only one system is allowed to define what is safe or holy, then everything outside of that religious structure becomes threatening. The third layer is misunderstanding. People hear the word spell and they think manipulation. But intention, prayer, candle work, ritual energy, manifestation, and affirmation are all focused around focused energy and intention. Different traditions use different language, but humans have always used symbolic action to connect with hope, protection, grief, love, and change. Lighting a candle for someone is not automatically evil. Pulling cards for reflection is also not automatically evil. Using astrology to understand timing or personality or emotional patterns is also not automatically evil. And energy work is not automatically evil. What matters is intention, consent, ethics, and how the work is used. And the last layer is projection, the fourth layer. Sometimes people label spiritual work as evil because it makes them uncomfortable with someone else having a power or intuition, confidence, and the freedom to be themselves and to say what they themselves have been, made to suppress. A person who is taught that their intuition is dangerous may feel threatened by someone else who trusts theirs. A person who is taught not to question authority may feel uncomfortable around someone who does. A person who is raised to believe that there's only one acceptable path may see every other path as rebellion. And instead of sitting with that discomfort, they label it as evil. But fear is not the same thing as truth. Discomfort is not the same thing as danger. And something being unfamiliar does not automatically make it harmful. For me, spiritual work is not about rejecting anyone's faith or attacking anyone's belief. It is about connection. Connection to intuition, connection to symbolism, connection to healing, connection to energy currents, connection to the deeper patterns that are moving through our lives. So I don't think the question is just, why is all of this evil? I think the question really is, Who taught all of those folks that their intuition was something to fear, was something that they couldn't trust, was something that they couldn't believe in? Because when people are taught to fear everything outside of one box, they don't just become afraid of tarot or astrology, they become afraid of curiosity. They become afraid of their inner voice. They become afraid of mystery. They become afraid of anything they cannot control. And honestly, that's sad because the spiritual world is vast. People have always prayed, dreamed, interpreted signs, worked with symbols, watched the sky, lit candles, honored ancestors, used herbs, made rituals. People have always searched for meaning in what they cannot see and what they don't know. Search for truth and answer. That is not new. That is human. So, no, I don't automatically believe that spiritual work is evil. I believe any tool can be used poorly if the person using it has poor intentions, but the tool itself is not the enemy. Fear, control, ignorance, manipulation, and judgment are really the issue here. And the most spiritually mature thing that we all can do is learn to know the difference. So that's all I got tonight with Lyra After Dark. I absolutely loved this question and the opportunity to dive into all of the different layers of what really is behind the curtain. And I really look forward to talking to you guys next week. Keep in mind that Thursday is my wrist surgery, so any readings you want to get done, make sure to reach out to me now and get them done before then because I'm going on break. Links will be taking over in the comments. We will both be trying to work through them as we can. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Nikki, for your question. It was fantastic. And I will see you guys next Tuesday for another Lyra After Dark. If you haven't yet, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me out so much. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.